You've heard magnesium glycinate can help you sleep deeper, relax your nerves, calm leg cramps, and support your heart. And it can. But there's one mistake, one tiny habit that can turn this gentle mineral into the exact opposite of what you hope for. Instead of settling your body, it can snap you awake at 3 a.m., tighten your chest, and push your heartbeat into overdrive. Most people never realize the real cause. They chalk it up to stress, aging, or just one of those nights. But the truth is far simpler. The supplement isn't the issue. The way it's taken is. Dr. Williams sees so many older adults doing everything right except for this one detail that shuts magnesium down before it can help. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of reactions that keep your body steady. Your muscles, your heartbeat, your nerves, and your sleep. When it reaches the cells that need it, you feel the difference quickly. When it doesn't, the body pushes back. So, today, Dr. William is cutting through the confusion. He's going to show you the exact habit that stops magnesium glycinate from working and how a small adjustment can turn it into one of the most supportive minerals in your routine. If you're watching this, drop a quick comment and say hello. This community is here to help you stay strong, steady, and confident in your health. Now, let's look at the mistake almost no one realizes they're making. Let's get started. Mistake. What magnesium glycinate actually does. Number 5. Many adults take magnesium right after a full meal because it feels safe, familiar, and easier on the stomach. But the moment magnesium enters a gut filled with certain foods, absorption can collapse without you noticing a thing. And the surprising part is this. The foods that interfere the most are the very foods people rely on to stay healthy. Whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, spinach, beet greens, dark chocolate, and high calcium foods all contain natural compounds that bind tightly to minerals. These phytates, oxalates, and competing minerals aren't harmful on their own, but once they meet magnesium, they act like clamps. They trap the mineral, lock it into a form your body can't use, and send it straight out as waste. This is where the frustration sets in. Picture your routine. You prepare oatmeal for fiber, add almonds for heart health, maybe toss spinach into lunch for more vitamins. Then you take your magnesium afterward, feeling confident in your choices. But inside your gut, that healthy combination becomes a perfect storm. Fiber drags magnesium away, oxalates bind it tightly. Calcium competes for the same absorption pathways, and the supplement you bought, hoping for deeper sleep, steadier nerves, or fewer cramps, never reaches your bloodstream. This isn't rare. Many adults follow routines that unintentionally cancel out their dangerous way. People are taking its supplements. They take magnesium for months with little change. They assume the brand is weak, the dose is wrong, or age is against them. In reality, the supplement never had a chance. The timing was the problem. The good news is that magnesium works incredibly well when given the right environment. It doesn't require special meals or complicated routines. Simply spacing it away from heavy fiber, nuts, seeds, leafy greens, whole grains, or calcium-rich foods allows absorption to rise dramatically. When taken on a relatively empty stomach or 1 to 2 hours apart from these foods, magnesium can finally move freely into the bloodstream and reach the muscles, nerves, heart, and brain. If you prefer taking magnesium with food, choose something gentle and neutral. A small portion of white rice, a plain piece of toast, or soft cooked vegetables like zucchini or squash. These foods don't bind to magnesium or compete with it. They simply allow your body to absorb what you paid for, and when people correct this single habit, the shift is often noticeable within days. Sleep feels more restorative, muscles stop firing at night, evening tension eases, the nervous system settles, not because the supplement changed, but because your body finally gained access to the mineral it needed. Fix the timing, remove the blockers, and absorption opens. When that happens, magnesium stops being a wasted supplement and starts becoming a meaningful tool for daily comfort and nighttime rest. Now, let's talk about an even bigger disruptor, something so common in everyday life that many adults never realize how aggressively it drains magnesium from their system. Mistake number 4, daily routines often die. How it affects your brain and sleep revolve around familiar beverages. A warm cup of coffee to start the morning, an iced tea to get through the afternoon, a glass of wine to unwind in the evening, maybe a soda or sparkling water with dinner. These drinks feel harmless. They feel comforting. They've been part of your rhythm for years. But here's what almost everyone overlooks. These everyday beverages can wipe out your magnesium long before it reaches your cells. Coffee and tea contain compounds that latch onto minerals the moment they enter your digestive system. They don't give magnesium a chance, they bind immediately and trap it. Then caffeine adds another layer of interference by speeding up the kidneys, pushing magnesium out of your body faster than it can be replaced. So even if your supplement survives the digestive process, your kidneys may flush it away before your muscles, nerves, or brain ever receive it. Alcohol creates a different form of disruption, but the impact is just as significant. It irritates the lining of your stomach and intestines, weakening the surfaces responsible for mineral absorption. It also accelerates mineral loss through urine. Many people enjoy a small drink at night without realizing that a single glass can derail the magnesium they took earlier, especially if they rely on it to relax, calm their nerves, or fall asleep. Alcohol may create a temporary sense of ease, but inside your cells, the mineral that truly supports restful sleep is quietly slipping away. Carbonated beverages contribute in a quieter way. The acids in soda and sparkling drinks alter the gut's environment just enough to make magnesium harder to absorb. You don't feel any discomfort. You don't notice a reaction. But over time, this subtle hidden side effects you might ignore interference can weaken your magnesium levels and keep your supplement from doing what you expect. Most people never connect these drinks to their nighttime struggles. They think their sleep is shallow because of age. They blame stress for their jumpy nerves. They assume muscle twitches are simply part of getting older. But often the issue isn't that the body is failing. It's the timing of their beverages stealing magnesium before the body can use it. The solution doesn't require giving up the drinks you enjoy. It's simply about spacing them out. A small gap can make a massive difference. Give coffee and black tea a few hours of distance from your magnesium. Keep alcohol even further away, especially if you take your magnesium supplement at night, and keep carbonated drinks completely outside your supplement window. This isn't about restriction. It's about protecting the mineral long enough for your body to absorb it. Once people make this simple shift, the improvements often appear quickly. Muscles stay calmer. Evening tension fades. Sleep becomes steadier. The heart feels more stable. The supplement finally begins to work. Not because you changed the brand or increased the dose, but because your body finally had the opportunity to use it. But even perfect drink timing won't help if the next mistake is happening behind the scenes. And this next one is the reason so many people take magnesium faithfully, yet remain deficient, because another pill in their daily routine is blocking magnesium absorption at the cellular level without them ever realizing it. Mistake number 3. Dr. William frequently sees the same familiar pattern. People take all of their magnesium at once. Often it's a single large pill before bed, taken with the expectation that it will flip a switch and trigger instant relaxation. The idea sounds simple. It feels efficient. But your body doesn't use magnesium in one massive wave. Instead, it depends on small, steady amounts delivered gradually throughout the day. Magnesium moves through your digestive system using carefully regulated transport absorption mistakes that ruin results pathways, tiny checkpoints designed to absorb only a limited amount at any given time. When a large dose arrives all at once, those checkpoints don't suddenly work faster or open wider, they slow down. The excess magnesium remains inside the intestines instead of entering the bloodstream. That leftover magnesium pulls water into the intestines and can irritate the digestive tract. This is why some people experience stomach churning, loose stools, or even a wired, restless feeling at night after taking one oversized serving. Their body isn't rejecting magnesium, it's reacting to overload. There's another important layer to this problem. Supplement labels often display the weight of the entire magnesium compound, not the actual amount of elemental magnesium your body can use. Someone may see 400 milligrams printed on the bottle and assume they're receiving a full therapeutic dose, when in reality, the usable elemental magnesium is only a fraction of that amount. So, they decide to double the dose, believing they're finally reaching the proper level. But in reality, they're simply pushing more material into the digestive system than the absorption process can handle at one time. A much smarter approach is to divide the dose. Smaller portions spread throughout the day pass through those absorption checkpoints far more efficiently. A morning serving helps support your muscles and your body's stress response during active hours. A midday serving helps maintain magnesium levels when fatigue and tension often begin to build. Then, a gentle evening dose encourages relaxation without overwhelming the digestive system. People who adopt this approach often notice far more consistent results: a calmer nervous system, more restful sleep, fewer nighttime awakenings, less why this matters more after 50 muscle twitching, and significantly fewer digestive side effects. Not because the supplement changed, but because the body finally received magnesium in the way it was designed to absorb it. But even with perfect timing and proper dose spacing, magnesium can still lose the battle if another factor in your daily routine blocks it at the exact moment it tries to enter your cells. And that brings us to the next mistake, one hidden inside everyday medications and supplements that millions of adults depend on without realizing the silent conflict taking place inside their bodies. Mistake number 2. Medicine cabinets are often the hidden reason magnesium never delivers its full benefits. Not because anyone is doing anything wrong, but because certain medications quietly compete with magnesium the moment they enter the body. Many people stack their entire routine together: blood pressure medications, acid reflux medications, vitamins, minerals, sleep aids, and then they take magnesium right on top of everything else. It feels efficient. It feels organized. But inside your body, those combinations can work against each other. Acid-reducing medications are among the biggest disruptors. When stomach acid drops too low, magnesium struggles to separate from the compound it's attached to. As a result, it can't effectively cross the lining of the intestines. It becomes trapped before it even has a chance to do its job. People who rely on these medications often assume their magnesium supplement is ineffective, when the real issue is that their digestive environment isn't allowing proper absorption. Iron and calcium create a different type of conflict. They share many of the same transport pathways as magnesium. The correct way to take magnesium when all three arrive at the same time. Magnesium is often pushed aside, and only a small amount reaches the bloodstream. High doses of zinc or certain herbal supplements can slow absorption even further. Diuretics commonly prescribed for swelling, high blood pressure, or heart conditions can also cause the body to lose magnesium faster than it can replace it, creating a gap between what you take and what your body actually retains. Vitamin D introduces yet another layer. When your body activates vitamin D, it relies heavily on magnesium as an essential partner in the process. If someone takes a high-dose vitamin D supplement at the exact same time as magnesium, the activation process may consume magnesium faster than the digestive system can absorb it. That creates a quiet deficiency that doesn't appear overnight but gradually develops over time. The solution isn't fear, it's coordination. Giving each supplement or medication its own time window dramatically reduces these conflicts. Dr. William recommends taking magnesium separately from calcium and iron whenever possible. Acid-reducing medication should also be spaced well away from magnesium. Antibiotics should never be taken at the same time as magnesium. And anyone taking diuretics or multiple prescription medications should understand that their magnesium requirements may be higher than average. Once the timing is properly organized, the difference often becomes unmistakable. Sleep feels deeper. Muscles relax more easily. Evening tension fades. The nervous system no longer feels overstimulated. Suddenly, the supplement performs who should avoid it completely exactly the way it was designed to. Not because the formula changed, but because nothing is standing in its way. But there's still one mistake capable of undoing everything you've corrected. It's the most underestimated habit of all. It has nothing to do with food, nothing to do with drinks, and nothing to do with prescription medications. Yet it influences how magnesium behaves inside your digestive system from the very first swallow. Mistake number 1. The biggest misunderstanding surrounding magnesium isn't timing, it isn't food, and it isn't medications. It's hydration. But not the drink 8 glasses of water a day kind of hydration. It's true, cellular hydration, the kind your digestive system depends on to transport minerals across the intestinal wall and into the bloodstream. Without enough fluid inside your tissues, magnesium struggles to dissolve. It struggles to move efficiently, and instead of calming your body, it may irritate the digestive tract. Here's where the problem usually begins. Many people take magnesium at night, long after their last glass of water. The day is over. They've had coffee, tea, maybe even a glass of wine. They've eaten salty meals. Their body is already running low on fluids. Then they swallow their magnesium on an almost dry stomach, expecting it to help them drift into restful sleep. But inside the digestive tract, something very different happens. Magnesium needs a cushion of moisture to disperse properly. It requires enough fluid, final warning, and safe usage tips around it to dissolve evenly and move efficiently across the intestinal lining. Without that cushion, the mineral remains concentrated in one area. That dense pocket suddenly pulls water into the intestines. The intestinal lining becomes irritated. The intestines tighten. And for some people, this triggers cramps, stomach churning, nausea, or even a sudden racing heartbeat that seems to appear out of nowhere. None of this resembles the calm they were hoping to experience. This doesn't happen because magnesium is harsh. It happens because the body wasn't prepared to receive it. A dehydrated digestive system reacts instead of absorbing. And the deceptive part is that you may not even feel dehydrated. You might think, I drank water today, but mild dehydration rarely announces itself. Instead, it quietly appears as interrupted sleep, restless legs, shoulder tension, or a stomach that feels unsettled when it should feel calm. Correcting this is remarkably simple, and the improvement is often dramatic. Dr. William recommends creating a hydration buffer before taking magnesium, especially in the evening, not ice-cold water, which may slow digestion. Instead, drink comfortable, steady sips of room temperature water. A brief hydration window, about 30 to 40 minutes before taking your magnesium, helps prepare the digestive tract. It softens the tissues. It allows the magnesium to disperse evenly once it arrives, and it helps the mineral move efficiently into your bloodstream. Some people also find that adding a squeeze of fresh lemon or a small pinch of mineral-rich electrolytes creates a more balanced environment for absorption, particularly after caffeine, heavy sweating, or medications that increase water loss. Once the body is properly hydrated, magnesium behaves completely differently. It moves quietly, it absorbs efficiently. Instead of irritation, you experience relaxation. Instead of feeling exhausted, yet unable to settle down, you naturally drift into sleep. Your muscles release their tension, your breathing becomes deeper, and the supplement finally delivers the benefits you've been hoping for all along. If you've ever taken magnesium and actually felt worse instead of better, this is often the reason your body wasn't rejecting magnesium. It was asking for water. Hydration is the foundation that supports every other correction in this guide. Timing, spacing, dosage, food interactions, everything. Once you fix this one piece, the entire system begins to work the way it should. Magnesium stops feeling like a mystery and starts functioning like the essential mineral your body truly needs. You've just seen how a few small habits can completely change the way magnesium works inside your body. Not because magnesium is complicated, but because your daily routine shapes everything. How well you sleep, how calm your evenings feel, how steady your nerves remain throughout the day. When you correct these simple mistakes, magnesium stops feeling like a guessing game and finally becomes the powerful tool it was always meant to be. And the best part is this: every solution is simple. You don't need an expensive product, you don't need a different supplement, you simply need the right timing, the right spacing, the right hydration, and a little awareness of what competes with magnesium inside your body. Once those pieces fall into place, your body responds surprisingly quickly. Your nights become more peaceful, your muscles remain relaxed, your mind settles more easily when you lie down, and you finally begin getting the deep restorative sleep your body has been craving. Now, Dr. William would love to hear from you. Which mistake surprised you the most? Which one do you think you've been making without even realizing it? Share your experience in the comments below. Dr. William reads every single comment because this channel exists to help you better understand your body, feel more confident about your health, and stay strong as the years move forward. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to watch the next video appearing on your screen. It explores even more everyday habits that can either strengthen your health or quietly sabotage it. Your body deserves clarity, your nights deserve peace, and your health deserves the truth. Dr. William will see you in the next